Hi, this is Tim with RCNoob.com, and I'm going to try my hand at RC drifting. I've got the Redcat RDS RTR on the table today. I'm going to take a closer look at this car, see what it has under the hood, under the body. Body, I will say, is growing on me. I was not a huge fan of this initially. This is not a new car, not a new model. It's been out for a little over a year, maybe a year and a half at this point. But what caught my eye about this car is the price. Now, for a limited time throughout the month of September 2024, you can pick up this car and a few other models from Redcat at greatly reduced prices. The car that you see right here, the Redcat RDS two-wheel drive competition spec drift car, is only $227.50. That's not bad at all for a brushless, ready-to-run RC drift machine. If you want to go build yourself a kit, you can do that. The RDS Builders Kit is also on sale, $112.50. And then they've got some other crawlers as well on sale, trail trucks, crawlers. Check that out. I will have links in the description below. But that's why this car is on my table right now. The price. I saw the price, wanted to get into RC drift for a while. I was feeling the urge. Really, it was Traxxas's Vortec drift car that really was the thing that pushed me over the edge of wanting to dive into and check out RC drift. But this price was too good to pass up. This car was too good to pass up. Body, like I said, is growing on me. I'm just going to try it out, see if I like it. And if I like it, you'll see this car go through some major transformations in the future. But let's take a look at what you get with the Redcat RDS ready to run. You not only get the car, you get Redcat's RCR2CE controller. It looks like a mishmash of some other Redcat controllers that I've used in the past. Nothing too special. You get a bag of parts and bits. There's a spoiler that you can put on the back. I love me a good NASCAR style spoiler, but I might run this without one for a little bit. You get a nice big foam bumper. If you do want to end up changing the body out, you have body posts. You have some different pills in there that you can put in to the chassis to adjust and tune. You get a wheel wrench somewhere in here. Yep, here you are. There's in another bag, there's a tool to adjust the gyro. So that's your bag of bits and parts. You get a big sticker pack, decals, numbers, instruction manual. I haven't opened this yet. Trial by fire, folks. And of course, you get the Redcat RDS drift. I've talked about the body a couple times already. It's very sleek. Don't get me wrong. It's a very sleek, futuristic looking concept car. One of the nicest features about this model might just be that the magnet mounting body. With the body off, we got a much clearer view of the chassis of the Redcat RDS RTR. There's not a lot here, and that's totally fine. You don't need a lot of chassis stuff, suspension, support, things like that for a drift car. It's not meant to jump. It is not meant to take a lot of impacts, things like that. You might bump into some things and slide into some stuff, but you're not going to be jumping this. You shouldn't be jumping this, just putting it that way. So you don't have a lot of big, beefy suspension components and things like that. Lighter is better when it comes to this type of car. It has a carbon fiber chassis tray. The main body of the chassis is carbon fiber. It has a carbon fiber for deck. Adjustable turnbuckles here all throughout, front and rear. So you can adjust camber, toe, things like that. At least that would be my guess, just looking at how this is all set up. You get Redcat's, I think it's called the Drift Spec. Yeah, Drift Spec servo right there. Here's the gyro, X-Fly gyro right there. Our radio receiver is tucked underneath. There it is. Underneath that upper deck or the top deck, you have a brushless motor, 3,300 kV. T-style, Dean-style connector. You can always change that out if you wanted to. And I thought this is pretty cool. Pardon the crinkle of the bag and the rip of the Velcro. But we can slide our battery pack in like so, and it holds very nicely in between these two braces. And I just discovered earlier tonight, there are additional mounting holes. So you can move this in if you want to run a shorty pack on this car. And I've got a couple shorty packs that I almost prefer running, but I'm going to run this. It's 2S LiPo just to get started. And as I progress with this, I'm going to throw 3S power at it as well. This is capable of, the ESC actually back here, is capable of handling 2S and 3S LiPo power. Speaking of that ESC, let's take a look at it. It is actually hidden behind a fan. And really, once you start this car up, you're going to hear that fan kick in pretty quickly. There's our power switch, back magnet for the body mount, front magnet for the front portion of the body mount. And I kind of showed you the bottom side already. Nice air diffuser on this. Back end, custom designed for that body. So if you are going to switch bodies, you'll need to switch out some of these components. Not all, but you will need to tackle some. And just like that, body is back on, quite snug. So easy to take on and off when you do need to get underneath. One important aspect about RC drift cars is their amount of steering angle. You can see the RDS ready to run has a decent amount right out of the box. I'm going to adjust my endpoints and calibrate my endpoints right now. So it should be set up and ready to go before I even take it out on its first real voyage. To do that, we get our adjustment tool, our gyro adjustment tool. And there is on the gyro an endpoint button. We're going to press that. So it's flashing red and green. That means we are in good shape. Turn this all the way. Make sure we're not bumping anything. Okay, hit that. Turn it the other way. Okay, we should be good to go there. I'm wondering if this isn't there. We're getting a little more travel after I raise this up. This foam is a little sticky, and I think it might be causing the tires to not turn as much as they need to. But that looks pretty good for right now. You can hear that fan kicked on right away as soon as I turn that car on. So it should be doing a good job of keeping that ESC nice and cool as we are driving this up. Give it a little throttle for you. So decent amount of power. 2S LiPo pack in there right now. Like I said, I will probably go to 3S at some point in time. But now that I've got this all set up, we should be really ready to go and have some fun. So that's the quick look in and around of the Redcat RDS Drift ready to run. I will be the first to tell you I know not the first thing about RC drift or drift in general. I know that you're supposed to go sideways and maintain that sideways slide for as long as you can. Will I take this to competitions? I don't know. I would like to take it. I would like to find a local drift track, RC drift track in my area and take it there at some point in time. But for right now, we're going to stick to driveway drifting, parking lot drifting, things like that. I tried drifting it in my basement. I don't have enough room. Didn't work out that well. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to this new section and new segment of the hobby for me. When I started rcnoob.com, now 11, 12, I don't know how many, over 10 years ago, we'll just call it that. I wanted to learn and I wanted to grow. And as I discovered different areas of the hobby, I loved coming in from a newbie perspective, and I love being able to grow and learn and eventually, hopefully, pass knowledge along to other hobbyists as well. So I'm hoping that this is a situation that is very similar to some of the other areas of the hobby that I've gotten into, such as crawling and just general RC stuff. Very excited to test this car out. Very excited to test my skills out and see how good I am out of the box and or bad. But just really excited, really happy to have this car, and hoping that I pick up and enjoy RC drift. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed to the RC Noob YouTube channel, you can do that by hitting the subscription button. Make sure you hit that bell as well, so you're notified whenever I put out new content. And I've got a lot of rig reviews that I'm going to be doing for some vehicles that I've modified, upgraded over the years, even this year, in terms of recency, and just kind of going over some of the details and some of the parts that went into those things. So be sure to check those out and keep your eyes out for that. There'll be a lot more on this car. We'll have action footage very soon that's going to hit my driveway tomorrow. Weather permitting, maybe get out to a parking lot and try some of that out as well. And if you already have subscribed, thank you very much. It means a lot to me. And I always love hearing comments and reading comments, things like that. So be sure to share those. I'm going to go charge up a battery and take this out for a spin. So, till next time, we will talk with you later.